Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I'm Devin, this is Marriage Motherhood Madness, and today I shopped at Food Lion. I got a lot of food, but not a lot of good food. Good for you. So my whole thing with this channel, I am trying to learn healthy eating habits, health and wellness, if you will, basically for my kids. I want them to grow up with a foundation of healthy eating and health and wellness overall, mental, physical health. So for starters, we shop as a family. My husband and I, and then all the kids. We bring all the chaos. They're really good in the store though. Usually we give them bananas. And that really works for us because then my husband is there, my kids are there, especially my oldest son. He's old enough to start saying, hey, I want to try pineapple this week, or I want to try to do this or that. And we can also talk to him about budgeting, like, well, we can't afford this week, or this is on sale this week, something like that. So it works to have our kids involved in shopping. We're teaching etiquette, manners, how to act in a store, how to behave, how we can price point things of what's better, what's worse for us, and whatnot. And I'll admit, like, eating healthier doesn't have to be expensive, but it also can be expensive because the organic option is most generally more expensive. Kind of have to shop around and find what store works. Food Lion did not work. We spent, I think, like $200 on all of our groceries, and we barely got any fresh stuff compared to what we've gotten before. This channel is holding me more accountable because I am shopping better, I'm cooking better, and it's holding me accountable. I do want to do some content of like actually cooking the food that I get. My overall goal is just to learn through this process of what foods are good and nourishing versus what foods aren't so good. And it's not necessarily like you're not going to eat the not good foods, but you might, when you're at the grocery store, you have one or the other, you might say, oh, like I'm gonna get uncured pepperoni or uncured bacon because it's a little better because it doesn't have the junky preservatives in it or something. So just kind of like, I'm here to give tips, tricks of what works for us and why I shop the way I shop, but this is just that. It's just how I shop. It's what I try to feed for my family. I think I have a cranky baby again. I'm gonna grab my baby and then I'll show you guys what we got. Okay, so we got a thing of spring mix. The Nature's Promise was the brand, like their store organic, generic organic brand was Nature's Promise. They didn't have too much of it throughout the store, but they did have it for some. So spring mix, and then romaine hearts, and then we did get shredded lettuce, and then some coleslaw. We're doing like pork sandwiches or carnitas or something along that line this week. So we're gonna try coleslaw. We got some shiitake mushrooms, sliced mushrooms. I'll do this in like an omelet, like eggs or something. So that'll be tasty. And then 2 cucumbers. We did actually go to Sam's Club this week, so I didn't need to get too much in produce, which was good because they didn't have a lot of options. Or good options, I should say. So thankfully, like, I have tomatoes for salad, so that'll be good. We have a lot of fruit and everything. We only had to grab bananas. We have a bunch of other fruit. You'll actually see it on the other side. And then we have veggies in the fridge already. So, okay. Again, Nature's Promise. We got shredded cheddar, some string cheese that we already got into, 2 things of the organic cream cheese. And then I really like this brand, I don't know if it's Tillamook or Tillamook, whatever, but we got some slices. I like their veggie cream cheese. So I'm one-handed. I'm usually one-handed with the grocery hauls now because this guy is just not having it. Okay, some sour cream, and then some lemonade and orange juice. Let's see here. So, okay, we really like the Wild Mike's Ultimate Pizza. This one's Supreme, and then we have a cheese underneath. I got these last time at Walmart because only certain places have the Wild Mike's. The way that we look at it, we're gonna want pizza. Like, we love pizza, we're gonna order pizza whether we're making it homemade. Whether we're making it homemade or what. So the idea is that there is a balance between ordering out and then like buying food at the store. So here's my thing. We order out pizza, it's gonna be $30 easily. Or we can buy 2, whatever this is, $6 pizzas for $12. And we have our pizza that we were gonna get anyways. We just kind of tried to balance with what we know we would end up ordering out to eat anyways, trying to buy it at the store so at least we're saving money if we're gonna order out anyways. This is a really great brand for, what is this? Spaghetti sauce. I just drew a complete blank. And the reason being, it doesn't have added sugar. So the ingredients are tomato puree, which is water, tomato paste, olive oil, salt, onions, carrots, dehydrated onions, garlic powder, onion powder, and spices. So there's no added sugar. The sugar's in it. There's 7 grams of sugar, but it comes naturally from like the tomatoes and whatnot. So it's a bit of a better option because it's simply. So you turn it right over and you see the ingredients are simple, if you will. We got some tortillas. I got my pickles, and like I said, I do simply for the pickles so that there's no artificial food dye in them, because believe it or not, they'll sneak in like yellow dyes. Some banana pepper, red raspberry fruit spread. I would normally get strawberry, but they didn't have strawberry, so we're gonna try raspberry. So I got this brand for some marinara, and it doesn't have any fancy labels that it's natural, organic, or simple, but when you just turn it right over, it really is simple. Italian whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. So that's a check in my book. It hits all the things. There's really no added sugar. Actually has less sugar than the ragu. So the key that I've noticed is turning over and looking right at the ingredients and nutrition facts for things. Okay, did I say tortillas? Tortillas.
A mound of bread.
Yes, mound of bread. We got Dave's Killer Bread. We have the plain bagels and the berry. The difference between Dave's Killer Bread, and we did get some conventional bread, is enriched flour. So the Dave's Killer Bread, the first ingredient is organic wheat flour. So the difference is when you're looking at something like this, Pepperidge Farm sourdough, turn it over and the first ingredient is enriched wheat flour. So you think, what's the difference? When you have enriched wheat flour, it's basically taking all the good nutrients out of it. So it's like more fluffy and I'm not gonna lie, like it tastes better, but like not better for you. So we got this anyways, obviously, but that's just kind of the difference. And then we did get these artisan, oh my goodness, I thought those were green. That scared me for a second. These bakery buns. You cannot have every cheese stick, dude. And then we did get some of these hoagie rolls, and these are gonna be for like sausages that we grabbed. And I got my usual, because I really do like the sprouted whole grains for like peanut butter toast in the morning or a sandwich, something. So bread is still bread. It's carby, it's bread. But at the end of the day, if you're taking a look at like Pepperidge Farm white bread with enriched flour versus Dave's Killer Bread with organic wheat flour that's sprouted whole grains, a little bit better of an option. So obviously we have both here. You know, we're gonna have Sloppy Joe one night. Sloppy Joe is really not that great in general, so we're gonna make it good. We're having good buns. And that's just balance right there. We grabbed random stuff. Drano, so we got a clog, and my kids drew on my table with marker, permanent marker. So I already tried the essential oils, guys. They're not cutting it, so we need an eraser here. A tower of fruit. We have some mangoes in here, some lemons. Okay, would you like a plum? You can say plum, please. Cape Cod sea salt and vinegar. And then I never get boxed waffles because I figure it's so much easier. I can make them at home. But realistically, I want some waffles that I don't have to necessarily make. So this is an organic option, blueberry waffles. It is obviously simpler and better to make them at home, but we're not exactly gonna do that. So here is some blueberry waffles.
It's okay to be lazy sometimes.
Simply potatoes. So this was a little bit, okay, honey. This was a little bit of nostalgia for me because we used to get these all the time when we were a newly married couple. What, newlyweds? That's what that's called. We used to get these all the time. So when I saw these at Food Lion, I was like, oh my goodness, we used to eat those for breakfast. Back when we woke up at noon and made enormous breakfasts at noon because we slept in. So we didn't have 3 boys and 3 kids. Okay. Alexia is our favorite brand. Seasoned waffle cut fries. Crispy seasoned potato puffs. Guys, these are, I'm not gonna lie, late night snack. I don't know, I'm feeling it. I like tater tots. I guess that's my weakness with mac and cheese. I feel like that. And then, yeah, my husband snuck some things too. So, some cookies. That's his weakness. Cookies are his weakness. So he snuck his too. Okay, funny story. When you walk into Food Lion, the bakery section is the first thing that you walk into. So you have an empty cart, you have food on your mind, and then they give you a lemon bundt cake. And you put it in your cart because it looks good. Applewood smoked uncured bacon. I've talked about this before, but we get uncured because it's no added preservatives. And this is, like I said, we got the Applewood, and this is the Nature's Promise brand. Some macaroni and cheese. We got some broths. cheddar and bacon. Now there's nothing fancy about these. They're not uncured or anything, so these are just normal. So we got potato skins. Again, we kind of got some junky stuff. So we've been wanting to eat at night, and it's like, you know what? Instead of ordering out, we're just gonna get some stuff.
They're just goofing around.
And then Wild Mike stuffed crust cheesy bites. We've been kind of craving like a garlic bread or something lately, so like a cheesy bread. So we're gonna try those too.
What?
Oh, we did get here a bag of apples as well. And then there's like a mound of oranges and apples already. So I like to do like baked apples. So I got a bunch more, and then my kids are really loving oranges this week. So this is everything we got at Food Lion. We did our best, but sometimes you see the good food and you're like, oh, cheesy bread or lemon bundt cake, and then you feel bad about yourself, but you already bought it, so you're gonna eat it. But really, yeah, this is just me being fully transparent that as much as I can try to shop healthy, sometimes the stores don't even offer that. There was really not a lot of organic options. So we did our best, but we are only human, and you're also balancing as you're going through this journey of eating, trying to change your ways, you're balancing the financial aspect of it. Like we're feeding a family of 5. My boys are like growing like weeds. They're eating more and more every day. So really just trying to balance the financial aspect of it, the cost factor really, on learning how to make food at home on a budget that's healthy. Thank you for watching everything we got at Food Lion. Comment below what your opinion of Food Lion is. How is it where you guys are? Do they have a lot of fresh produce? Do you prefer to shop in the freezer section? Maybe that works for you. Let me know below, and subscribe to my channel for all the latest content. Thanks, guys.